Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm Cecil Bennett, and I'm the owner of the property. And thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak about what we do there this evening. Roughly 12 years ago, I was looking for a property that I could build a cabin on that could be something that I can keep in my family for years to come. And I actually looked for a place for 2 years. I went all over parts of Georgia. I live in Conyers. And I drove down with the 212 here and saw the property for sale about 10 years ago. And it was a swampy property, a lot of overflow. But it was just something about the area that I liked, and it was something in my mind that I thought I could actually turn this place into something really, really nice for my family. No one else wanted it because it was on the market for quite a long time. And I decided to buy the property, the first 17 acres. And the first person I met when I came out there was Robbie Wyatt. And I remember when I first met him that we could barely get down into the property because of how dense the trees were and the briars and everything else. And I told him what my vision was, and he told me that he would be able to pave the road and what he would have to do to kind of get a road in there initially. And we were able to do that initially. Then I realized that there was a property next door to it that may be for sale, another 17 acres, that was just sitting there for years as well. I made an offer to the owners of that property, and we ended up buying both parcels of land for about 35 acres. Now, most of this was swampland, so we had a lot to do to try and clear out the swamp area, try and build a path or a dam into the property, and we used all local people. I mean, everybody that we needed, I called Robbie, or at that time Justin was a teenager, I believe, and they kind of helped us put everything together to be able to build the cabin. After the cabin was built, we started going out there on the weekends, and then our church group started wanting to have their elders retreat at the cabin, and we said that was fine. The next thing I know, our church picnic was being held at the cabin, and I said, okay, that was fine. And then other people said, well, can we have our wedding at the cabin? We said, okay, that was fine. And eventually saw that people really, really enjoyed going out to the cabin, and we weren't going to be there every single weekend. And over time, you know, more and more people wanted to rent the cabin, mostly for weddings, for family reunions. They use the cabin as well for retreats. You know, we asked, you know, the sheriff's departments every year have their local picnic out there. This year we invited the fire department to have their picnic. We're very open to law enforcement having events there, and we actually host them for free because we believe it's a very nice place to take your family. I don't know if you've actually seen what we've submitted as far as the multiple letters of support we've gotten from various children's groups. There's a group called Rod Benders that has a few hundred inner city kids that once a year to go out there and fish in the pond, and there's a local Monticello group here at Children's Home as well. So it's really been, to me, a valuable facility for the county. And it wasn't something that we set out to be a business and, you know, to rent it out all the time and to make money from it. We charge for the weddings, but it's nowhere near, if you look at what other people charge for a wedding facility. We charge for overnight stays, and it's nowhere near what other people charge. We're just charging something and a cleaning fee, but it wasn't meant to be a business type entity. We then, you know, last year, towards the ending of the year, people wanted to rent the cabin, and they said they were going to have an event there, a graduation event or something like that. I think it was during the deer harvest or something. Sorry, deer festival, not harvest. Deer festival.